Hey, Patriots Nation. We're back with another exclusive update on everything happening in New England. Before we jump in, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the like button so you never miss any breaking Patriots news. Whispers around the league are growing louder, and if you've been keeping an ear to the ground, you might have already felt the tremors. Stefon Diggs could be on his way out of the Patriots. The rumor mill is working overtime, and insiders are suggesting that the star wide receiver's time in New England may be closer to its end than anyone anticipated. Sources hint at growing frustration on both sides, with Diggs reportedly seeking a fresh challenge and the Patriots perhaps weighing roster flexibility. Conversations in the locker room and among front office officials hint at subtle tensions, a mixture of strategy, ego, and opportunity, all converging to create a scenario where a move could be imminent. Fans have been speculating about what this could mean for the Patriots' passing game, their offensive identity, and how they might compensate if one of the league's most dynamic receivers suddenly departs. Meanwhile, social media is buzzing with opinions, theories, and outright predictions, turning every tweet into a potential clue in a story that is still very much unfolding. The ripple effects of such a departure could be monumental. The whispers surrounding Diggs are not just about on-field performance. There are layers of complexity involving contract negotiations, team culture, and championship aspirations. Analysts have started dissecting past games, looking for signs that may indicate a disconnect between Diggs and the coaching staff, or even with his quarterback. Could there be a philosophical disagreement over offensive schemes? Or perhaps there's a deeper issue regarding his role within the team's evolving identity. Rumors suggest that while Diggs has consistently delivered elite-level performances, he might be seeking guarantees or creative freedoms that the Patriots are hesitant to provide. Industry insiders have been dropping hints that other teams are already circling, ready to make bold offers to acquire a receiver of his caliber. The uncertainty has sparked intense debate among fans and commentators alike, with some arguing that losing Diggs would fundamentally alter the Patriots' trajectory, while others suggest it could be an opportunity to reset and recalibrate. Every reported meeting, every cryptic social media post, and every comment from the front office is being scrutinized as if it's a coded message about what's coming next. Even among players, speculation is rampant. Locker room chatter reportedly reflects curiosity, surprise, and cautious optimism, depending on who you ask. Some teammates may see a departure as a chance to step into bigger roles, while others might feel the gravity of potentially losing a key playmaker. Conversations behind closed doors hint at strategy sessions where coaches and executives weigh the pros and cons, balancing immediate performance with long-term roster planning. Meanwhile, fans are scanning the trade rumor pages, imagining possible destinations and dream combinations. Could Diggs reunite with former quarterbacks? Or would he join a team with a need for a transformative playmaker? Rumors have named several franchises, each with its own allure and challenges, fueling endless speculation. The league's landscape could be subtly or dramatically reshaped depending on how this story unfolds, with ripple effects extending beyond just the Patriots' offense. As the story develops, every snippet of information, whether confirmed or not, becomes fuel for a firestorm of debate and anticipation among media, fans, and analysts alike, illustrating the intense magnetism of a potential blockbuster move. While much of this remains speculation, the timing of these rumors is particularly intriguing. Sources suggest that internal discussions have been ongoing for weeks, with agents, advisors, and team executives quietly exploring options and contingencies. Reports hint at a careful balancing act between securing a favorable trade or release and maintaining team stability. The nuances are complex. Diggs' contract structure, the Patriots' salary cap considerations, and potential draft picks all intertwine to form a web of possibilities. The uncertainty has created a climate where every minor transaction or coaching comment is magnified, with fans reading between the lines for any indication of what is next. Some analysts suggest that a move could happen sooner rather than later, emphasizing that when a player of Diggs' caliber becomes available, the market reacts quickly and decisively. Social media speculation and insider leaks only heighten the suspense, making it feel as if the league is holding its breath, waiting for the Patriots or Diggs himself to make the first public move. Amid all this, the narrative around Diggs' future is not solely about departure. It's about opportunity and evolution. Observers point out that a potential move could offer Diggs a chance to redefine his legacy, challenge himself in a new system, and join a team that maximizes his skills in ways the Patriots might not currently. Analysts debate the strategic fits for both sides, considering offensive schemes, quarterback compatibility, and championship potential. The rumor has also sparked renewed discussion about the Patriots' philosophy and willingness to adapt to player demands, with some suggesting that flexibility could be a key factor in retaining talent of Diggs' caliber. Fans, meanwhile, are polarized, some expressing excitement at the prospect of new acquisitions, others mourning the potential loss of a star who has become synonymous with the Patriots' aerial attack. The uncertainty and excitement combine to create a story that has captivated the NFL community, leaving everyone eager for the next hint, leak, or official statement that might finally clarify what is really happening. At its core, the Diggs rumor exemplifies the volatile nature of the league, where talent, opportunity, and timing collide. The interplay of contracts, team needs, and player ambitions can shift the balance of power almost overnight. With Diggs potentially on the move, the ripple effect could influence team dynamics, fan engagement, and even the strategies of rival franchises. Observers are dissecting every angle, trying to anticipate not just where he might land, but also how the Patriots might adjust in his absence. Speculation about future pairings, offensive strategies, and draft maneuvers has ignited a fervor among analysts and fans alike. Whether Diggs stays or leaves, the conversation around him is a reminder of how a single player's decision can send waves throughout the league, sparking debates, analyses, and dreams of fantasy matchups. The next move, whenever it comes, will not just be a transaction. It will be a defining moment that could reshape narratives for both the Patriots and the player himself. Beyond the immediate speculation, the potential departure of Stefon Diggs has sparked broader conversations about the Patriots' vision for the future. Analysts are probing how this move might signal a shift in team philosophy, whether toward rebuilding, retooling, or doubling down on existing talent. Rumors suggest internal discussions are considering a range of options, from acquiring complementary receivers to reshaping offensive schemes entirely. Every scenario being floated comes with strategic trade-offs, and insiders hint that executives are weighing the long-term implications carefully. Fans are dissecting potential draft strategies, free agent targets, and trade opportunities, imagining how the Patriots could pivot to maintain competitiveness while accommodating the absence of one of the league's premier playmakers. The buzz has grown into a full-blown conversation, where even seemingly minor reports are interpreted as hints toward larger structural changes. The intrigue lies not only in the potential movement of Diggs, but also in the underlying signals it sends about the Patriots' willingness to adapt, innovate, or even take risks in pursuit of both immediate and sustained success. Social media forums, podcasts, and sports networks have turned every passing comment from insiders into fodder for analysis, creating a narrative that continues to build with each passing hour. If Diggs does move, analysts are considering how other teams might react to the sudden availability of a player of his caliber. Rumors suggest multiple franchises are monitoring the situation, assessing how he could fit into their offensive systems and how acquiring him might shift their competitive positioning. Speculation extends beyond playmaking ability to include leadership, chemistry, and influence in the locker room. The intrigue surrounding potential destinations has created a frenzy of trade predictions, mock proposals, and debate over the most plausible scenarios. Meanwhile, the Patriots' internal conversations reportedly focus not just on what they might gain, but on how to mitigate loss, maintain depth, and ensure team cohesion. Sources hint that the coaching staff is contemplating creative solutions to preserve offensive efficiency, including adjustments to personnel deployment, formation tweaks, and strategic acquisitions. The anticipation of a Diggs move has created a pressure cooker of rumors, analysis, and speculation, leaving fans and analysts alike on edge, waiting to see how the pieces might finally fall into place. Players across the league are watching closely as well. The whispers about Diggs' potential exit have reached locker rooms far beyond New England, sparking curiosity, excitement, and strategic calculation. Teammates may be weighing how this could affect team hierarchy, personal roles, and performance opportunities. Rivals are pondering how his departure might alter matchups, defensive strategies, and game planning in the future. Rumors of interest from multiple teams only add to the complexity, suggesting that the impact of a move could reverberate well beyond the Patriots stadium. Analysts are keenly noting how player movement influences team culture, coaching approaches, and even fan engagement, creating a multifaceted story that merges athletic performance with business strategy, public perception, and competitive dynamics. The speculation surrounding Diggs' future is emblematic of how a single player's potential movement can cascade into a multitude of consequences, both on and off the field, reshaping the narrative of an entire league. Amid all this chatter, the role of agents, advisors, and team executives has become a central part of the story. Rumors indicate that negotiations are ongoing, with subtle signals being sent in private meetings, phone calls, and informal discussions. Analysts are interpreting every hint, contract clauses, public statements, and timing of communications as possible indicators of where the story might go next. The tension is palpable, a mixture of strategic maneuvering and uncertainty that makes it impossible to separate fact from speculation entirely. Fans and commentators dissect each development with fervor, creating a near-constant feedback loop of analysis, interpretation, and prediction. In this climate, the narrative of Diggs' potential departure has grown into more than a rumor. It has become a lens through which broader questions about team strategy, league dynamics, and player empowerment are being examined. Every reported detail is examined, every hint magnified as insiders, fans, and analysts wait to see how the Patriots and Diggs navigate what could be a defining chapter in both of their stories. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe and leave a like. Your support helps us bring you the latest updates on the New England Patriots. And of course, drop your thoughts in the comments. We love hearing from Patriots fans. Discussion about timing has added another layer of intrigue. Rumors suggest that if a move occurs, it may be orchestrated carefully to maximize leverage, minimize disruption, or align with strategic league windows. Analysts are weighing the possibility of sudden announcements versus prolonged negotiations, noting how timing could affect team morale, public perception, and competitive positioning. Speculation has grown around potential trade partners, the value of draft picks, and the optimal moment for Diggs to assert his next chapter. Social media has amplified every suggestion, with fan communities debating whether the Patriots should act swiftly, negotiate patiently, or explore alternative paths. Meanwhile, experts continue analyzing historical precedents, comparing potential outcomes to past high-profile moves and speculating about the impact on both Diggs' legacy and the Patriots' roster composition. The uncertainty itself has become a defining feature of the story, feeding the rumor mill and keeping audiences engaged across platforms. Beyond speculation, the potential exit of Stefon Diggs underscores the larger narrative of the NFL as a league in constant motion. Talent shifts, strategic recalibrations, and player empowerment stories like this reflect the evolving dynamics that teams must navigate. The conversation has moved beyond simply who might be leaving or arriving. It touches on broader themes of leadership, adaptability, and ambition. Rumors of Diggs' departure have prompted reflection on how teams balance immediate success with long-term planning, how they cultivate locker room culture, and how high-profile moves can ripple across the league. Fans, analysts, and insiders continue to monitor developments closely, aware that the next announcement, no matter how small, could dramatically alter the landscape. The story remains alive, dynamic, and compelling, a perfect example of how speculation, strategy, and star power converge to create intrigue, anticipation, and endless conversation in the world of professional football. The final layer of this unfolding saga is the emotional and cultural impact. Rumors about Diggs' potential move are eliciting reactions that range from shock and disbelief to excitement and speculation about future possibilities. The discussions span from fan forums to high-profile sports networks, with every angle being explored: the impact on team identity, the potential for championship recalibration, and the narrative arc of a player whose talent commands attention wherever he goes. Analysts are dissecting the implications for quarterback dynamics, offensive schemes, and the broader balance of power in the league. Meanwhile, fans are imagining what life with or without Diggs could look like, crafting scenarios in their minds and debating their plausibility endlessly. The story is not just about a trade or a departure. It's about ambition, strategy, timing, and the magnetic pull of a star player whose decisions resonate far beyond the confines of a single team. The NFL, its fans, and the entire sports media ecosystem are collectively holding their breath, waiting to see how this compelling rumor will ultimately play out. That's it for today's update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving fresh and exclusive Patriots news, make sure to subscribe and hit like. We always appreciate hearing your opinions in the comments. See you in the next one, Patriots Nation.